introducing me as a virgin sacrifice too? It's kind of sexist, isn't it?
Okay, this is a virgin sacrifice 3. It's a different, it's like 101, 102. He'll explain.
Apology. After I had the first few bites of her, a beautiful girl gave me 2 great birthday presents. The first I opened was the I Ching, the Book of Changes. That was the version most admired, translated by Wilhelm. The other, an annual anthology of so-called younger poets from a school of brighter lights far beyond my reach. She was a math major with chestnut hair and blue eyes. I approved of those books and for her high regard of me, though I knew such regard was misguided. As for those poets, I coveted them, and I told her they were not so young, nor as good as all that. Then I ricocheted out the door to find an argument. All those fellows have been dead for a long time. The translator of that divining rod and the Young Turks, I vaguely remember and can't quote their works. As for the I Ching, I tossed pennies to find my hexagrams. If it didn't suit me, I turned heads into tails and tails into heads to change my future. Though that girl and I are still alive, our love passed on in a hurry. I hammered nail after nail into its heart. When I asked her to marry me, she said, "Yes, let's do it." My chorus crooned, "Yes, you can ruin this too." I had a track record, you see. This wasn't the first girl I loved. As was my custom, I wanted to hold on to it so bad it put a stranglehold on me. What I asked of love was, "Please let go." And then asked the I Ching, "What comes next?" You gave me your love, those books, and in return, I gave you volumes of trouble, anger with each sunrise, stupidity at dusk. At our end, I got no worse or better than I deserved, than the gatecrasher who, when asked to see himself out, skids, then finds his footing, clomping on the ramp down to the slaughterhouse door. That's kind of a love poem. This next one is for all you poets out there, kind of about the craft and inspiration and where we seek to get with, I guess, some acknowledgement of what we do. This is called Dogs and the Art of Poetry. At first, the poem comes to you like the good dog you always wanted. You call out, "Come here, boy," and it bounds up your driveway, ears flopping, tongue hanging out. As it lopes closer, you see, it's not like the dog you always wanted. This one's a stray, unkept and rude, sniffs your crotch, dry humps the back of your knee. This mutt coughs up hairballs of adverbs, half-digested cliches cling to its ass, all because it spent the night behind a greeting card store, gorging itself in dumpsters full of sentimental swill. But your true dog shines in the light, roams in the wild woods for fresh, lucid game, hunts pristine words, fresh and rare, pounces on them, but coddles them in jaws so soft, words cuddle and form stanzas. Your dog trots back to you and lays its trophies, truth and beauty, at your feet, all wrapped up in your ever-elusive last line, the flaming authenticity of which sets everyone's hair on fire. When the smoke clears, the room rocks with applause for you and your craft. This is when You stand up on your hind legs, take a couple of turns, wag your tail, and beg for more. Dangerous. I'm the father gone druid, incanting caution and dread. The devil's devices are everywhere. Electric outlets, matches, kitchen knives, and worse, on the street, speeding cars, broken glass, slick strangers. Such things that can shock, burn, slash, crush, stick, and ruin you. I spoon this grim gruel to my son, that the safe world is small like a grape, that the world of peril is huge like a melon, very dangerous, I tell him. The boy overturns his plate of bland knowledge because his world says, taste all of me. His 3-year-old killer's smile gleams with disregard, the gaps in his wisdom even wider than the gaps between his teeth. Yet little is beyond his grasp, no more than the Cheerios he's eating on the kitchen floor on all fours, just like Casey, he says. For now, he's a cat's brother. By 8 o'clock, he denies bedtime. The cat crouches by my chair. We watch the boy quick circling the room again and again. His nighttime dance, high-flying hands stir the low-lying ether. This lunatic banshee, this high-shrieking mad songster, gone naked, gone good. The crescents of his buttocks flicker in the lamplight. Too fast, very dangerous. He mocks me, multiplying in motion. Hands, fingers, feet, toes, digital display of humanness, ascended juvenile nude, ready to take flight, masterpiece in orbit. Round and round he whirls by, the breeze of his dancing, soft as grace, brushes my face. Yes, dangerous, very dangerous, this boy, my son, my life's dessert. The fisherman. My old man died when I was out for lunch. What I ate, I don't know. The nurse waited for me, sat cross and ready by the bed, and told me, "He's gone now." Good, I thought I said to myself. But the woman shuddered, so I knew I said it out loud. Not wanting her to think me a ghoul, I said, "He didn't deserve to live a miserable moment more." She moaned as if I had flipped her in her grave, then I said, "He taught me it's best to stop the beating hearts of those already dead." Once we found a big brown at the water's edge, its speckled flank gashed, gills still pumping. The old man took it, swung its head upon a rock. The more I talked, the worse it got. She scurried from the room before I said, "I'm glad he's dead." You see, life kept reeling him in, a con man who stole his mind first, then robbed him choice by choice. When spring comes, I'll bring him down to the river at dusk as trout rise and dive between their grand worlds of air and water. When spring comes, I'll crouch by the bank, deliver him to the sounds of water changing, the promises of rainbows jumping. Thank you.